This might be my favorite comment ever. If you want to learn how to trick your Face ID into thinking you're a completely different person, lock in. I'm going to show you how to do it. And my favorite part about the whole routine is that it's all drugstore. Let's go, girl. First things first, your skin needs to look like you can go ice skating on it. It needs to be prepped and ready to put makeup on top. I already have my skin prep on, and I'm going to go in with primer. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip. Love this product during the summer because it is hot and it is very humid and I need my makeup to last. Okay, that's on, and now we're letting that get tacky, and while we're waiting, we're going to do our brow gel, because if I wait and do this after all of my base products, it's gonna get clumpy and nasty and white and flaky and gross. So I'm using this one from LA Girl. This is literally like only a few dollars. This is the Brow Perfect Extreme Hold Styling Gel. I like to back comb my brows and then fluff them up a little. I also love the L'Oreal Brow Lamination Gel. That is also a fantastic, affordable brow product. I like to start with base first, so we're gonna go in with foundation. Is this any surprise? Miss L'Oreal True Match, my absolute favorite of all time. I'm in the shade C3, and one thing to know about any makeup routine that I do, we are not light-handed. We put that shit on around here. I'm tapping this in with a makeup sponge from Shop Miss A. This is the Paw Paw sponge, and yes, it is damp. I get that question a lot. I always dampen my sponge before I use it. Literally $1.50. Are you still spending $10 on a makeup sponge? Girl, what are you doing? You're blending this out. Make sure you're avoiding your under eye area because we only want to use concealer there. Now it's time to go in with concealer, and I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match concealer in the shade Light Pale C1. And I'm also going to brighten my under eyes with the Morphe color corrector. This is in the shade Blossom. I'm going to start with the concealer first. This is a little crazy, but I am going to do the color corrector after to brighten even more. I like a nice bright under eye. These are all the areas where I like to conceal. And now we're going to blend this out with our sponge. Whatever's left over on the sponge, I like to go over my eyelid too, just to conceal any discoloration and kind of prep that area for my eyeshadow. I have this pimple down here, probably because you're not putting that shit on when you're wearing your makeup, and it's stressing me out. Now I'm taking my little color corrector and adding a little bit extra brightness under my eyes. I love anything that's pink. I love a pink cheek. I love pink blush. I love pink powder. Pink color corrector is right up my alley. You guys know my favorite cream bronzer is the Milani Cheek Kiss, but mine is in the car right now, and I don't want to go out and get it. So I've been using this Maybelline Lifter Stick, and I really, really love this. You tap this in with a brush. That's all blended out. It's time to add blush. My favorite part. This is the e.l.f. Liquid Blush in the shade Bold Faced Lilac, and I am going to apply this onto my cheekbone. Now we're just going to tap that in. And don't worry if you look a little bit like Neapolitan ice cream for a minute. Once we add setting powder, it's going to look fine. You already know my favorite loose powder from the drugstore is the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection. Light pink, of course. But guess where it is? In my car. So we're going to use this one from Juvia's Place. It's a good second. It's a good second place. This is the shade Cotton Candy. Taking a Shop Miss A powder puff. Pressing it into the puff. Tapping off the excess. Pressing some into my palm. And now we set. Yeah, I like to go in and set with the loose powder anywhere that we used concealer. Okay, now that our base is halfway done, did you think this was it? No, girl, we gotta add more. I'm gonna go do my brows, I'm gonna go do my eyes, and I'll be back to finish the rest of the base with you. BRB. Well, it's time to officially finish up this base, but before we do that, we're gonna spray our first layer of setting spray. I'm gonna be using the Grip On Lock from Hard Candy. This is literally $7, and it is a dupe for exactly what you think it's a dupe for. Make this extra airbrush. I like to go in after I do my setting spray and take a little bit more of my loose powder and just set right under my eyes with that. Now it's time for powder versions of our cream products. So now we're going to go in with powder bronzer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Powder Bronzer in the shade Medium. Tapping this right over the top of where we did our cream bronzer earlier. And we're going to do a powder blush. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Confident Pink. And you only need the tiniest amount because this is very pigmented. Another layer of setting spray. Highlighter, I'm going to use this one from NYX. The Buttermelt highlighter in the shade Bright and Butter. Now it's time to add a lip combo, so I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. And because I already know I'm going to get questions about this combo, I used the Milani Plumping Lip Liner in the shade Twice as Spice, and I'm going to use L'Oreal Ferris Nude as my lipstick. One final spritz of setting spray, and this is the Full Glam All Done. I am obsessed. This is similar to the makeup I did in 2016, and I miss it. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. I love you. Thank you for being here. Bye, bestie.